right now. 2 up right now. I'm two on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, need crew love right now, cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now. Yo, I'm 2 up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters.
All right, Coach. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. On first down, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way, because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Brandon Graham in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Run.
Wentz now on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Shorty.
Wentz now on 1st down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon,
The drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go. 280.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Sunday. Listen.
Now they try the right side here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Go. Here we go. 120.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing on first is Wentz. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Working from the gun, Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 17 yards to pick up there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Check 26, check 26. Sunday. This 5-7.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
A gain of 6 there on first. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Sunday.
On first down, Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Shorty. Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Sunday!
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down.
Ram!
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Shorty!
Again, it's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Forky, 82, Forky. What's your son? Shorty.
This is Clement, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
On second down, it's Jones. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
That's fine, yeah. Zoom.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Man 5-7. Great. Shorty.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And welcome back. We are in the city of Brooklyn.
Sunday. 10-5-7.
Now Wentz. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Empty.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to him on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll run it here. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And able to find Graham, complete. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end Graham. Packer first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Rodgers going to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Rodgers will try again on second down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man or his zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Packers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rodgers operating from the gun. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go with Jones. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
5-7. 5-7. Oh.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Philadelphia, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Redskins come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.